So when looking into heat pumps, a lot of folks tend to think that it might just be those wall-mounted units that you see in like restaurants and homes pretty commonly. However, there's a lot more options out there than you might think. So of the ductless systems, there are now also floor-mounted units, which are actually becoming quite popular. They're pretty familiar looking to us in New England because they kind of resemble a radiator. They're a bit smaller than that, but they work in the same way. They're familiar. The heat comes from the floor. They're actually fantastic for heating in homes, especially on the first floors, and they're a great option to consider in rooms around your house. Another option is what's called a ceiling cassette. These come in two different varieties. There's a 4-way ceiling cassette and a 1-way ceiling cassette, doing what it sounds like they do. They send air in 4 directions or just one direction. One direction ceiling cassette is great. It can fit in between the joists in your ceiling, and it can be used in areas that are relatively small, medium-sized rooms, or even pretty large rooms. And those are good alternatives to the wall-hung units that many of us with. In addition to that, you also have ducted heat pumps that use central ductwork. So if you're considering replacing your central air system, I would strongly encourage to instead consider a heat pump. So get in touch with Abode. These are things that we can help you figure out during your consultations with us to figure out what might be a good fit for your home.